If you want to tackle juvenile crime, just like adult crime, you get to address the root of the problem. Why are kids committing crimes, especially during the summer? Uh, just like why do adults commit crime? Uh, for some, it's a lack of, uh, rec centers and stuff, entertainment to go to. People get bored, so they end up making bad decisions in order for entertainment. Some people, it's a lack of resources. They're poor. They can't get what they need, so they commit crimes in order to get the resources they need. And three, it is just sometimes society is not going right. Uh, you know, there's a lot of people that are suffering from undiagnosed mental illnesses, and they end up going on to commit crimes, which is why we need a better mental health system for people to be able to get the help that they need. There's so many reasons why juveniles and adults commit crimes, and it would be easy to address those issues if we actually sought to address the root of the issues instead of just trying to snip at the symptoms or the branches.
As the Memorial Day weekend comes to a close and the official start to summer gets underway, juvenile crime is top of mind for many.
We live in Baltimore. We know what's going on with these kids. Even when I be coming or I see a group of kids now, if I'm at the gas station or the store, I go somewhere else because you just don't know what they're going to do.
Okay, or it's just a group of kids standing together somewhere because they don't have very many options of uh, loitering and not getting in trouble. I mean, not every city has like a park or a rec center or something for kids to go to, so they're going to loiter somewhere where they're not chased off immediately they get there.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Maxine Stryker. Vox 45's Vincent Hill spoke with residents about their concerns tonight. Vincent.
Well, Maxine, over the last week, we've reported on some pretty serious and even violent crimes involving juveniles, and now residents want to know when their voices will be heard when it comes to juvenile crime.
It's sad, but it's unfortunate, but it's something that that everyone needs to just be aware of.
It's an unfortunate issue many residents deal with more times than not.
These kids these days are just unruly.
Last Monday, police arresting a 15-year-old for robbing and kidnapping a 12-year-old in East Baltimore. The teen on an ankle monitor at the time of the crime.
Home monitoring, and the kids are still going out there committing crimes. I don't see the point of a home monitor.
That same
Well, yeah, because just putting somebody on home detention isn't going to solve the reason why people are committing crimes. Again, I mean, you could have like 1,000 police in a neighborhood. That's not gonna stop crime. It doesn't solve the issues as to why people are committing these crimes, which for most of it, it's because of the lack of resources they're able to obtain. If you're poor and you're lacking money, you're going to try to commit a crime to get money. Let's say you need to pay your bills because you want to stay in your house. And all you can think of is, well, let's go rob a person. I could get money and pay my rent. Well, somebody's going to do that. But if people had better accesses to resources that will help them, pay their rent and stuff like that, people would be less likely to commit crimes.
same day, police say a 15-year-old shot a 16-year-old in East Baltimore.
It's crazy. They just don't care. like you say, no regards for human life.
With summer just around the corner, many feel the worst of juvenile crime is yet to come.
Of course it's going to get worse. It's going to get hella worse.
Pointing to little or no consequences for juvenile offenders.
Had him mother pick him up and go out and do the same thing.
They know these days that they don't have like any repercussions.
Meanwhile, Baltimore police telling Fox 45 about their plan.
I mean, where is this idea that juveniles don't have any repercussions for their actions when people can get lifelong sentences for their crimes? It's like, people understand consequences to their actions. It's that some people are forced into situations they don't want to be in because of the way society has forced them into said situation. Come on. There's better ways of handling this than just blaming people being forced into a situation. Uh, there is not enough like resources and stuff like that being given out to people to actually help them.
Plan to keep residents safe, saying, quote, BPD has a broad plan in place to ensure public safety, which includes an enhanced police presence in key entertainment areas such as downtown, the Inner Harbor, Fells Point, and Federal Hill.
Right, because the way to solve crime is by throwing more police at the issue when that has done nothing so far. Again, this is not dealing with the root of the issue. It's just a waste of resources because as it's been proven time and time again, cops don't actually stop or solve crimes. They don't really have an impact on crime whatsoever, besides increasing it.
But that plan did nothing for this downtown business owner.
They came inside. He said, buddy, you can't come in with wearing a hoodie or mask. Remove your mask and then show me your ID. And they start punching him.
His store was robbed twice in the same week by the same group of juveniles.
Good customer, they don't want to come wherever is robberies and these kind of kids doing. So the people don't like to go at that places.
Police arresting a 15-year-old for the robberies. 3 teens remain on the loose. Residents say until real change is made when it comes to juvenile laws,
They know there's nothing going to happen to them.
nothing will change.
I mean, it would be easy to make some changes if you had like some more places for teens to go to in order to, you know, for entertainment, for some kind of structure. You know, a rec center is definitely nice, you know. People can go there to, you know, do something with friends. You have adults around to have some events going on and stuff like that. Their structure. All you gotta do is create various centers for people to go to. You know, have some parks for kids to be able to chill out and stuff. And things, you know, juvenile crime will decrease when you give people the options to go do stuff.
When it comes to life in this city.
But them just being out and not doing nothing is not helping us, the citizens of Baltimore City.
Meanwhile, one thing to keep in mind, according to the city's juvenile curfew policy, the curfew actually went into effect this past Friday at midnight because it's the Friday before the Memorial Day holiday.